There's a little bit of a delay. Maybe it'll catch up. I got a like. Wow, right from the get-go. Time to head to the neighborhood of make-believe. Good day. Hi. Hi. Time to hit the road to the neighborhood of make-believe. Let me get my hat ready so I can hear better. I'm a little early today. I just couldn't wait to start. There we go. It's one of those cloud overcast days. And I got my marshmallows ready. You like my hat? Thank you. It looks very Mongolian. Like I'm like a Huns, one of the Huns. I got a different roaster today. I got a shish kebab skewer. Yesterday I had a caramel apple skewer, but it kept burning. So I don't want things to burn. So I figured using the shish kebab skewer, maybe you all can join me. Get out your marshmallows. Get one of these lighters, a multi-purpose candle lighter, so you don't burn your fingers. I like the flame that comes out of this. It's a cute little flame that roasts marshmallows. Or you could use one of those torches. What are those survival torches? I like the ones you could refill. This one, a lot went into it, but you can't refill it. Which it's bad for the environment. They need to make it so you could refill it with more butane. So I guess there's a topic today. Fire bush. That's right. That's a select few people, the fire bush. I like those prop comedians. I saw Carrot Top one time. He was at the California State Fair. He used props in his comedy. I'm warming up. We're going to play some music today, baby. Upon request. I have a choice of 3 instruments, a flute, a jaw harp, and a harmonica. We're going to have fun on a Saturday. Roasting marshmallows on a cold December day. It doesn't snow here very often. Nice. Very nice. USA. What the second one you said? The second one? I think as far as instruments, this is the jaw harp. I just know it as a jaw harp. Somebody said it looks like a key. That and a flute. I play a flute for fun. So we went from 3 to 1 for the instrument. The second one I think was the jaw harp. What are those? The harmonica. Some people call it a recorder, but I call it a flute. It does what a flute does. It makes the lovely Asian/Native American sound. And it's very calming and soothing. It's also been known to scare cats. So I guess we could wait for everybody else. We're the birds. They say the early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. cat in a box, cat in a hat. It's kind of early too. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 7 o'clock in the UK. You like this one? It looks like the Fifth Element. You ever see the Fifth Element? That key that creature uses to open a lock. We're back to 2 again. You like this one? I can play this one. You're back. Funk. We've got the funk. We've got the funk. Did you guys see the dog? On my community page, there's a little dog that does a dance. It looks like a person almost. Then I tell a short story. I am filming on live. I guess this is just a Q&A. We're doing some question and answering. This is called a live stream, where I get to talk to people in real time. Real time is always fun. That way you can get your question immediately, or you get your answer immediately, if I can answer the questions. That averages out. You got 2 likes and 2 people. I'm going to roast a marshmallow for your entertainment. Roasting marshmallows is a good entertainment value. Our topic today was going to be crime and punishment. I think the punishment should fit the crime. I don't know if everyone else is up for that. You like my jokes? I'll keep them coming. There's so many jokes that I get told, but I don't want to steal them. I always like being told jokes. Do you have any on Christmas? No? They're pretty dirty, the ones I know that are for Christmas. So I don't want to do too many dirty jokes. I don't want to cause people to get to turn away. I like the Santa Claus jokes. Santa Claus jokes, reindeer jokes, elf jokes. Here we go, marshmallow number 1. We're going to roast it. My right hand is shaky today. I shouldn't be shaky. I'm just roasting a marshmallow. I notice it's not very flammable. There we go. We've got it started. We're going to slowly but surely let this thing catch fire. Can you see the flames? There we go. Yeehaw! Hidey-ho! Marshmallow number 1 almost roasted until it's completely black. Then we wait a little while. Inside it's like lava. Yeah, fire. We got the fire. It might slide down the skewer if I'm not careful. There we go. This is the best part of camping. Get yourself some marshmallows. An endless supply of marshmallows. And then something to wash it down with. I'm hearing some crows in the distance. It's funny how they call them a murder of crows. A flock of seagulls, a parliament of owls, and a murder of crows. There we go. For all you pyromaniacs, I'm feeding your fetish of pyromania. That was a Def Leppard song, Pyromania. I think that was the album they put out. What do you want? Long live rock and roll. Yes, indeed. Def Leppard is the only band who has a one-armed drummer. He lost his arm in a car accident, I think. And he still plays drums, just with one arm. That's pretty determined. That's very unusual, too. There we go. I'm eating ashes. For those of you who are also sitting outdoors, you can get yourself a skewer for shish kebab. This thing will hold up to a lot of flame. No worries. Marshmallows. Riz. That's right, the Riz. Let us Riz. Let us use our Riz so that the ladies will line up. They will all line up for our autograph. We can autograph peculiar things. People ask for a lot of, when they want something autographed, sometimes it's something really unusual. Like a napkin, or when you are in Ohio, couldn't look you to gat in the gat. Look me in the gat. Look you in the gat. Riz like Kia chant. Are these new slang words you're teaching me? I'm trying to catch on to all the slang. My brother was looking up Gerflungus. Gerflungus is a sculpture, and Riz is short for like charisma. Riz. It is a word we use on this show. There we go. We got the flame in sight. Gerflungus Riz. That's right. That's a deadly combination. Fire! Fire! Looks like a roll of toilet paper almost. The same dimensions, kind of. For a small roll of toilet paper. Do we just wait for it to burn? It slowly gets black. Covered in ash. Gerflungriz. There we go. It's a compound word. Combination of Gerflungus and Riz. Sounds like NASCAR. Gerflungus. Gerflungriz. Everybody who hears that goes, what's Gerflungus? What is Gerflungus? I'd say, it's a philosophy. What is Gerflungus? Does anyone really know? Someone is using a blower across the street. It's one of those, getting all the leaves out of the way. Gerflungriz. It is a cult. That's right. We are a secret society. We're like the Bohemian Grove. A lot of people are interested in the Bohemian Grove. There's a lot of people who are trying to scope them out, trying to case their property. We are the Geflungi. That's right. I'm pulling. I be pulling. I be pulling, yo. That calls for another marshmallow. Whenever there is Gerflungus around, it is a following. Gerflungus, a secret society. We have a handshake and a ring. We wear the ring only during the gatherings. Get it? Gathering? Ah, come on. You can't do it on a windy day. There we go. Now we got some flame. Now we got a flame. Here. Oh man, I missed it. I was distracted by the fire. Try it again. That's right. The outside must not know. It's like Fight Club. Never talk about Fight Club. We must keep Gerflungus a secret. The secret Gerflungus. The Gerflungus that is among us. We give each other a knowing nod, a wink and a nod. That's how secret it is. The secret society of Gerflungus. We make we make decisions. Sometimes we have to make decisions in the order of Gerflungus. The ayes have it. Apple juice. Snapple apple. Made for the best stuff on earth. So what shall we discuss today? Shall we discuss sandwiches? We were talking about sandwiches and pizza yesterday. Today we can discuss the power of Riz. The power of a good, the power of popcorn. You know, when you cook popcorn or when you pop popcorn in the microwave, it's hard to hide that. Everybody in the office can smell the popcorn. On Friday in the afternoon, when you're popping popcorn, just for yourself as a snack, everyone suddenly wants popcorn. That's when you get a bag. You get like a handbag. You get like a beach bag and you fill it full of popcorn, those microwavable popcorn envelopes, and then you sell them. Because you've already done your advertisement. You've already advertised that you have popcorn, and then you can sell the envelopes. You probably have to go to Sam's Club so they could be for individual sale. I don't know if anybody will snitch on you if you sell popcorn in the envelopes. Popcorn and lollipops. Get your lollipops. Have like a stick, drill holes in the stick, and then put the lollipops in the stick. And just walk up and down the aisles. Would you like a lollipop? Excuse me, sir. Can I interest you in a lollipop? What you do is you and cocaine. That's another thing. You'd never be out of business. Cocaine. That and what else is addicting? To me, gummy bears are addicting. Have like a bag of gummy bears. Charge for a handful of gummy bears. Have like $5. $5 gets you a handful of gummy bears. Then you'd have to buy in bulk. The Haribo, that commercial where the adults have kid voices. Haribo. So I guess we're chilling today. We're out here in the great outdoors. We could talk about squirrels or squirrels. In the UK they call them squirrels. Here we call them squirrels and raccoons and badgers. Badgers, they have a resistance to venom. I've heard all they do when a badger is bitten by a snake, they can just sleep off the venom. That's cool. You want to take a nap, you just get bitten by a snake. I like cheese. Lately, it's been the sharp cheddar cheese and jack cheese, but most of the time it's sharp cheddar. I get the pre-shredded sharp cheddar. I have to say that slowly. Pre-shredded sharp cheddar, and I put that in my tacos. I put it in my omelets for flavor. An egg omelet with cheese. Yes, I do like cheese. They say cheese is a fungus, or cheese never. All you have to do is scrape off the mold. Yum. That's right. Cheese equals yum. Cheese is what the moon is made of. They used to say the moon was made of green cheese. Figure that out. They are also, that's right, cheese. That looks like mouse cheese. Yummy, yummy mouse cheese. The second mouse gets the cheese. I saw a video of a mouse trap. There was a mouse trap on a stovetop, and the mouse was, cheese, please. That's right, our discussion today is cheese. Melted cheese, cheese in shredded form, cheese in cheese on our chili. What's your thoughts on blue cheese? I like blue cheese, especially the blue cheese dressing. Blue cheese dressing. I prefer that over ranch. I prefer it over Thousand Island dressing. Oh yes, if I can get blue cheese, I will definitely take it. Here we go, another flame for entertainment purposes. Look at my handshake. Wow. See, I'm left-handed and I'm using my right hand. Look at that. It's like a torch. It has that rushing, it's like a forest fire. It's like a forest fire. It slowly turns completely black. For entertainment purposes. Look at that. It's still on fire until you blow it out. And then you get the sugar shakes. There we go, a dancing girl. That's right, give me a dancing girl. A beautiful dancing girl in a red dress. I think that's my fourth marshmallow. I'll have to go for the instant replay. Sometimes I lose track of how many marshmallows I eat. It's just all a blur. It's just a blur of marshmallows. Marshmallows on the end of a poker. That's a good treat. Marshmallow poker. There we are. Whee! We're having so much fun. Oh no! Marshmallow roasting on the end of a stick. There we go. All you have to do is get it started. It's pyromania at its best. You get to eat. We eat what we burn. That will be our slogan. We eat what we burn. We eat what we burn. There we go. Da da da. It looks like a face. It looks like a gruesome, burnt face at the end of a stick. The wind blew out my marshmallow. See? No, it's hands-free eating. So we got somebody left already. If all this guy is going to do is eat marshmallows, I'm getting out of here. Talking poo is where I draw the line.
Talking poo is where I draw the line.
That was Cartman. There's what was that guy's name? It was Kyle Wrozlowski, Eric Cartman, and Kenny. We just know him as Kenny. He used to die at the end of every episode.
Oh my God, who killed Kenny?
You bastard! What kind of games do I play? I don't know. I remember the last game I played was Doom. In the 90s, there was Doom. I remember staying up all night playing Doom. And back in my day, Space Invaders. I like Space Invaders. There was also Asteroid. You're just this ship floating in space, and you're shooting asteroids. That was kind of fun. I used to play it on the Atari, the home Atari. I would sit there in front of the TV set with my controller, and I would spin my spaceship around and blow up asteroids. Let's blow up some asteroids. And then there was Centipede. You have this really fast robotic centipede. Centipede. You had to be pretty quick for that game. And then there was Galakia or Galaca. You're this spaceship that's floating in space, and all these other ships are trying to attack you. And then there was Pac-Man. You go through a maze and you run away from ghosts. When you eat the super pellet, you're able to eat the ghosts. That was a good game of skill, Pac-Man. Then they came out with Miss Pac-Man. They always start out that way, you know, like Superman and then Supergirl, the Bionic Man and then the Bionic Woman. There are still some female superheroes, like Black Widow, in the, was it the Marvel Universe? So I got two people right now. Two people, possibly three. I'm just sitting here with my skewer. You know what I like is pineapple, ham, pineapple, and bell peppers. Put them all on a skewer and then roast them. Roast them over an open fire. That's a fun thing to do on a summer day. Make some shish kebab. Sometimes pieces of beef. Yes, I play checkers, tic-tac-toe, and chess occasionally. It depends on what people are in the mood for at the coffee shop. When I go to the coffee shop, I I put up a sign that says "Challengers Wanted," and people come over and play chess or checkers or tic-tac-toe. I like the board game tic-tac-toe because you don't have to keep putting the X's and O's on a piece of paper. You could use like black or white. That's how you get. That's how you get the game pieces. You don't use up paper that way. I like that. Chess is a pretty interesting game. Chess takes. There's a lot of moves, a lot of signature moves, or how you move the knight, how you move the rook, how you move the king and queen, and the pawns. I guess if I had practice, I'd be pretty good at it. I guess at the coffee shop they have competitions. That'd be something to watch. Get some pointers, learn some lessons by watching other people play chess. Reminds me of Harry Potter. This is wizard's chess. They used to play chess with real people. I think in the Renaissance or the Victorian, they had actual people standing out there on the board. They would. A good example was History of the World Part One. It's a movie, Mel Brooks movie called History of the World Part One. They show actual people out there on the board, and they would use a megaphone to. Yeah, it's a little mom and pops. It's not a Starbucks. It's a one. I guess this one woman owns it, and I want to see if I can do a live stream from that coffee shop. That'd be kind of fun. One time I was turned down. A couple of times I was turned down because I wanted to do some things to attract attention to the coffee shop. I thought, why not? Who wouldn't want free advertising? You know, it's free advertising. Just come on into the coffee shop. I think she just opened the shop, so she doesn't want to mess it up. So maybe that's why she's not willing to risk right now. I could probably do it secretively. I go I think I went earlier this week. Earlier this week I went to tell some people who work there. There's some people who work there who know me, and I was telling them about my stream. I was saying, hey, my stream is starting to catch on. You should check it out. And I gave one of my business cards. It's funny how they lose your business card. It's like whenever you hand them one, I always make sure I have some on hand so I can quickly hand them one. It's a cute little business card, you know. It just has my YouTube channel on it and my Facebook. It's pretty fun. I like to go because they're closed on Sunday. They're open every day but Sunday. So I try to go maybe on a Friday or Saturday. A lot of times there's just students studying. They all have their laptops and they're all reading their textbooks. So that's why I put the sign up there, the sign at the end of the table saying challengers wanted, because that sometimes it compels people to come and sit with me. Shall we play a game? And then I bring some Skittles with me. I have like a container full of Skittles, and then I have 2 small cups, like those little small Dixie cups. And every time you win, you get a Skittle. So that's pretty neat. I open a lot of conversations that way. Wow, I guess those sirens don't let up. It's funny watching this. It says 2, 3, 2, 4, 2. That's how you know if you're able to keep people's attention. If you see, sometimes I think the most I got was 5 or 6 people viewing. And then darts. Darts is another one. Did you say you're from? No, I'm in the U.S. There's some people who talk to me from the UK. There's one that goes by the Big Speaker Man. He's from the UK. And then there was some people from the Netherlands yesterday. And a couple of days ago, there were some people from Denmark. I think he was with me yesterday, too. They just pop up and say, do you remember me? And I say, yes, I remember you. Sometimes it's dark over there already. I remember at 4 o'clock it was dark in the Netherlands. Also, I think in Ireland. I think I had one person from Ireland. So that's why I like to try to start early, so that they're not having to watch it so late in the night. It's always quite fun to sit and chat. See how many people I can attract to my live stream. Just to BS through the time. Shall we roast another? Shall we roast another? There we go. I'll be seeing when I play this back, I think you could see the flame. I think you can see the flame. I wonder if we should name each marshmallow before we catch it on fire. We could think of a name for the marshmallow. It'd be like a marshmallow cremation. We could cue the music, the end of life for a marshmallow. Then I could sit here and have my sugar rush. I guess I'm primitive compared to most people, because the games I used to play were like Monopoly, checkers, and Chutes and Ladders. I remember that as a kid, Chutes and Ladders. Then there was aggravation, the one with the pop-o-matic bubble. You pop the bubble and it tells you how many moves you can go. This is very royal. Instead of a turkey leg, you can eat marshmallows. Eat them and wait till they cool down. I'm thinking of doing a telethon, seeing how many funds I could raise just by sitting here and eating marshmallows. See how many people will chat with me and donate. And then I could brag about how much funds I've raised. I raised these funds with marshmallows. It's called Name That Marshmallow. See if you could start in alphabetical order, like Alfred, Bill, and then Derek. I'm going to be visiting my friends, mostly family. So that's going to be kind of fun. It's always fun seeing who you're going to get into an argument with. Family members. Am I doing anything? That's about it. I'll be gathering with some friends, with some family. And it's mostly for Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is the 24th. In Denmark, they celebrate on the 24th. Are they close? Kind of. They're pretty close. Yeah, they're in the same state. Yeah. I have one relative that lives in Alabama, which is the next state over. And I think she's coming to visit us. She'll be coming to visit us. She said maybe before Christmas. One of my aunties. I call her from time to time. We laugh and joke. It'd be nice to see her again. It's been a while since I've seen her. Isn't that what the holidays are about? Having family that you haven't seen in a while. Friends that you wish you would never leave. And then celebrating the new year soon after. Everyone will be popping fireworks or setting off fireworks. That's one thing that's weird about Georgia. In Georgia, everything is about fireworks. Every kind of firework is legal, as long as they don't land on someone's rooftop. Fireworks. You hear them, especially at midnight. At midnight, when you want to quiet down, that's when everyone starts launching their fireworks. What else is going to be? That's what I heard in what is it? In January? No, they said in Denmark they celebrate Christmas on the 24th instead of the 25th. So they get a head start. They don't have to wait until December 25th. Yeah. Hi, good day. Here's our friend from not the Netherlands, from Denmark. I think this guy's from Denmark, and I am allowed not everywhere. It's better to be in a clearing when you set off the fireworks. The ones that are really allowed are not the Roman candles. It's a freestanding firework, and you drop the ball down into the launcher. It's a ball with a long wick on it, and you light the wick, and it shoots up out of the cannon. It's like a cardboard launcher. It shoots up in the air, and then it explodes in the air. Those you want to be away from trees, because sometimes the trees will catch fire if you're not careful. You don't want a tree on fire. That will make the news. And the fire department. Hopefully it's not a volunteer fire department. I don't think we have volunteer fire departments. I think it's a state-funded fire department. But yeah, that's the loudest one, is those ones, it's a cardboard cannon. And you put the ball down into the cannon, and you light the long wick, and then it just shoots up in the air and it explodes. It's always a lot of fun. And then there's sparklers. And then the M80s. I had some M80s. Those are extremely loud. Those you don't want to hold in your hand. A lot of people hold them in their hand, and then oh yeah, it's a it's on my necklace. I have it's a little it's an angel necklace. It has some names of God on it. I always carry it when I can. It's in a book called The Keys of Solomon the King. I think everybody's heard about King Solomon. King Solomon had certain seals, and each of those seals had angelic meanings. You like that? Okay. Today is for today. Yeah. Each day has a different necklace or a different seal. I recommend that book. It's called The Key of Solomon the King. Solomon was the son of David, the king of Israel. It's funny. It's like he's known throughout the world, King Solomon. They always talk about how rich he was. He was one of the richest kings, one of the wisest kings. His wisdom was rivaled, was undisputed. There was a story about him cutting a baby in half, or there was two women fighting over a baby. He said, cut the baby in half. And then the real mother snatched up the baby, says, no, you're not going to cut my baby in half. Yeah. They said he was a very experienced bro. Got with Riz. I got with Riz. They call me the of Oz. I don't know if that's going to stick. Yum, that's disturbing. That's disturbing. What, they're cutting the baby in half? That's a biblical story. It's about these two women who were fighting over custody of a baby. And then in China, they stopped cutting people because somebody who was cut into half, he was able to write terrible with his finger before he died. So that was proof that it takes really long for somebody to die if they're cut in half. Those are some horrible punishments. Crime and punishment. That's our topic of the day. The punishment needs to fit the crime. But sometimes the punishment is far worse than the crime. There's a story about a woman who was on the beach. On my community page, you can see the video about this woman who was on a beach, and she was confronted, and she wound up killing herself. So yeah, those are some touchy subjects. It's amazing what you see online, all the weird stories about people who handle bullying, how they handle bullying, how they're very lenient on bullies. Bullying should be stopped right away. But it seems like there's nothing done about the people who bully. And whenever somebody tries to do something about bullying, they get in trouble, which is wrong. I guess they grew up, if you're the one being bullied, I bet you would advocate the person who's being bullied. You would be on the side of the one who's bullied. But now it's like there's so much denial. Or they say, oh, it's just kids being kids. But not. Oh, she was confronted about something she did on the beach. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but you could watch the video. And they actually hunted her down. She left the place where the where it occurred. You know, the incident occurred. She left that place, and then she sat down at a bar. It was a bar that was like a beach bar, and some police officers. What's up? Welcome. We have a new person joining us today. So yeah, the woman ended up killing herself. She was confronted because some parents saw her doing what she did, and went to the police, and then the police hunted her down and humiliated her. They arrested her in front of everybody, and then she wound up committing suicide. And it's like, really? She didn't hurt anyone. So yeah, it'll all make sense when you see the video. Because I think I have to be careful. This is not an adult stream, so I have to be careful what I'm saying. But that's right. Oh, it's about a woman who got she was on a beach and she was seen doing something on the beach, and she got, it is kind of sad, you know. She didn't really harm anyone when she did what she did, and she seemed to be a good girl, you know, a nice woman. You know, she wasn't combative. She didn't yell at anybody, and it was just sad how it took place. And it's like, some things should just be overlooked, you know. I'm all about protecting kids, but if the kids didn't see it, you know, I think you should always watch what you do. Make sure there are no kids around when you're doing it. You know, maybe there should be an adult section of the beach and a kids section of the beach. You know, that way the adults and the kids can be separate. And if the adults want to act out or whatever, they won't be seen by the children. You know, and I think that's what the biggest deal was about. You know, it was all about those kids. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't see what happened. And so yeah, because I'm sure a kid's beach, their parents would be with them. So their parents and their kids could be by themselves on the beach, and all the adults, you know, if they are going to act out, they can go to the adult side of the beach. You know, that way they're they're separated. But I just was really disturbed. You know, I didn't think the punishment fit the crime. You know, why humiliate somebody openly because they did something privately, you know. But anyways, it just disturbed me to see that happen. And then there was a story about a girl who was bullying some people on a bus, and the bus driver made her walk, made her get off the bus. And then she said, "Dad, I guess you're going to have to drive me to school." And the dad found out that she was bullying kids on the school bus. So she made the kid walk, you know, which is good for him, you know. Treat bullies like they should be treated. You know, maybe she'll learn her lesson not to bully kids on the bus. If you had to walk enough, you know, your feet start getting sore, you know. It takes a little while to get to school. So it is funny, you know, and like in Australia, there was a man who confronted his daughter's bully, and he was telling him, you know, hey, you can't be bullying my daughter, and he got into trouble. He had to pay some restitution, I guess. I know, what is the point, really? I mean, it's I guess they get entertainment from it, but it's like it's all fun and games until that gets schooled, you know, until that bully gets punched or kicked a couple of times. And it's almost like, why are they not protecting the kid who's bullied, you know? There should be a plan in place, you know. If somebody says, hey, this guy's bullying me, they should detain the boy, call the kid's parents, and just make a kind of thing, you know. This kid was bullying somebody out on the playground, and then get the parents involved, get the police involved, and have a website kind of thing, you know. A website where they take a picture of the bully and say, you know, shame on this guy. You also, I thank you for coming. Thank you for joining this episode. So what can we talk about that's happy? Things we're going to do on the holiday. The holiday is fast approaching. Today is only the 16th, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people are Christmas shopping, or they are watching everybody else Christmas shop, getting in the way of each other. Yeah. People get aggressive too on Christmas. There's been a lot of fights that break out, a lot of riots that break out, just because people are trying to buy presents, especially when a certain toy becomes popular. What was it? Tickle Me Elmo? Tickle Me Elmo came under a lot of fire. I remember that. I was working at Kmart one time, and there was a whole aisle with Tickle Me Elmos, and a guy would shake each Elmo, and the whole aisle was shaking with Tickle Me Elmos. You could hear them. And then there was Star Wars. Star Wars action figures were pretty popular. But it's like, wow, why fight over them, you know? My son wants that. He needs it more than your son. Or bicycles. And there are people. Elmo, that's right. He's got those boogly eyes. He's got the red fur. Red usually inspires people to go to fight, you know. It's supposed to make bulls angry when you use when you have the color red. Yeah, Cookie Monster was purple. Nobody got upset about Cookie Monster. He just loves cookies. And then Oscar the Grouch, he was a green puppet. Oscar the Grouch reminded me a lot of Danny DeVito's character in Taxi. Louis De Palmer, yeah. He played Louis De Palmer. He was kind of like Oscar the Grouch. Oscar the Grouch lived in a garbage can. Cookie Monster. We love cookies. That's what I remember. He just loved cookies. He would just crumble them up in his mouth. He would always have, he was just this big purple creature. Your dog, he loves cookies? Yeah. I hear chocolate is bad for dogs. You got to be careful not to have, not to give your dog chocolate because it's supposed to, it ruins their liver. I remember that. My brother was telling me about how chocolate does irreparable damage to your dog. Also pork. I think if your dog eats pork and they get diarrhea, that's why it's always good to go get your dog some treats, you know. But then there's peanut butter cookies. Bless you. Oh yeah, I know. Gesundheit. Gesundheit means health to you. It doesn't mean bless you. It means health to you. When you say Gesundheit, you're wishing somebody health. I heard a lot of things about sneezes. The Greeks used to think when you sneeze, the gods were looking after you, or were looking out for you. And some people think when you sneeze, a evil spirit is leaving your body. People say, bless you. Or a spirit's walking through you if you're... Meow. What is that? A little cat? A cat card? Looks like a tarot card. A tarot card with a cat going like this. That was one thing that was really interesting in California. People did tarot card readings. Tarot cards are pretty accurate sometimes. They call them the tarot or tarot cards. There's so many different versions of tarot cards. The original one was the Rider-Waite tarot card. And then they talk croissants. You like croissant? Croissant, what is that, a baguette? I didn't know what a baguette was. I thought a baguette was a small bag. I ordered a baguette. I think I was going to get a small bag of something. And they said, here it is. And they handed me some bread. It's like, you're handing me a piece of bread? Yeah, that's called a baguette. It's like, maybe it's a French word, baguette. My birthday is in June. In June. I celebrate Paul McCartney's birthday. He's June the 18th. Happy birthday. That's what I think I'm going to do for a live stream. I'll have a birthday party live stream. I'm usually by myself on my birthday. So that's what I can do, have people celebrate. Maybe I could have my mom sit with me. My mommy can sit with me on my birthday. We can do a live stream. She likes roasted marshmallows. She likes the s'mores. You know, you get the chocolate and the marshmallows. I like those little roll-up toys. You blow on them and it's, yeah, the party favors. So, what's up, brother? What's up, brother? Happy early birthday. It is quite early, isn't it? The new year hasn't even begun yet. Gerflungus. On birthday, I will have to turn up my Riz. I will have to turn my Riz on my birthday. See if I can go to the coffee shop and attract some female customers. Say, it's my birthday. You want to buy me some coffee? It's my birthday. I'd like some tea, please. Some places sing you happy birthday when you tell them it's your birthday. I notice at IHOP, it's the International House of Pancakes, they celebrate your birthday with you. They have all the employees come around you. That's all them ladies. We gonna pull in all them ladies. I'll have to have my pimp cane. Bring in my pimp cane and my hat and my glasses so they know what I'm about. That's right, level 1000 Riz. Sounds like a game. You just made it to a level 1000 in Riz. On the Rizzometer. There we go. There's the Gattometer and the Rizzometer. Rizzo. There's a cop. I remember a cop named Rizzo. Hey, Rizzo. That'd be a cool name, Rizzo. You're under arrest. I'm Officer Rizzo. The Wizard of Oz. That's right. This is an appropriate hat for that. I am the Wizard of Oz. Off the charts. That's right. Off the charts. You can feel the Riz. Before I enter the room, you can feel the Riz. Quite a gat right there. That's right. That is quite a gat. A gat that needs a forklift. That gat comes with a forklift. That gat has to be loaded onto a U-Haul so he can get around. Drippy with that. I'm looking drippy with that hat. What do you mean drippy? Fax? A facsimile? This hat is keeping my head from getting too cold. It's awesome. Be there, be there, be there. Who knows about Guar? Guar is a really good band. The lead singer was Odorous Youngus. He was fashionable. That's right. The height of fashion. And it keeps my head warm. It's always the top of my head that gets cold. So as long as I have something on top of there, I will be all right. I don't want to brain freeze. I don't want to slow down the Riz. This amplifies. This is a Riz amplifier. That's what I can call it. This amplifies the Riz. Oh, the lady goes, "Oh, I like your hat. It's so furry. I love your hat. Can I buy you some coffee? Can I get you something, hun?" Rized, Rized, Rized. That's right. Ooh, rah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like Arsenio Hall. What did he had his dog pound, Arsenio Hall? Ooh, ooh. That's right. Okay. Oora, ora. Ora. Oh, oh, rah. Rah, rah. Let's roast another marshmallow. There we go. One of these days I'm going to get me a torch. I'm going to get one of those survival torches. I like those. You hit the button. There we go.
Fire! 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 Yeah! Fire! Fire!
Now roasting a marshmallow. I kind of like them the same. Cats are sometimes really good company. I like when they sit in my lap and purr, and then when they get up and they need you, they'll take their paws and dig them in. Random facts. Found. Oh yeah, isn't that gross? I heard a story about Mountain Dew. Somebody claimed they found a mouse in a can of Mountain Dew. I think it takes 27 days, and the mouse is totally dissolved. That'd be a good mouse trap if you think about it. Get a bucket and fill it with Mountain Dew. Have you ever seen Mousetrap Monday? They make those rat traps and mouse traps. They take like a tin can and they poke a hole through it, and they put a rod through the can, and then they put peanut butter on the can, and the mouse will come and they'll slip off the can, and they'll land into the liquid. I know. You notice Coca-Cola, they say the same thing about Coca-Cola. If you put it on a battery, it will eat up the battery acid. I guess the battery residue or something like that. Also, if you want to make a penny shiny, I hear that. If you want to make a penny shiny again, you put it into some Coke, and the Coke dissolves the penny. I shouldn't be saying things like that. I can get in trouble. Look at that. It slid down. It's I lost track of my marshmallow. Was it in a Friday the 13th? Or My Bloody Valentine? Somebody got skewered through the mouth. There's a lot of interesting kills, like in Friday the 13th and Halloween. Rob Zombie so much liked Halloween that he remade it. He has his own version of Halloween. Malcolm McDowell was in there. He played the psychiatrist. He was also in Clockwork Orange. He said the best movie he liked making was Clockwork Orange with Stanley Kubrick. Stanley Kubrick. He was the same guy that made Full Metal Jacket and The Shining. The Shining is a good Halloween feature. Here's Johnny. I like when he's going after Wendy. Wendy's at the top of the steps. His all those sheets of paper that say all work and no play make Jack a dull boy, and it's just written over and over again. That must have been pretty scary for her. Who is that? Trying to remember her name. She also played Olive Oil. It was Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall. She was in The Shining. She played Wendy. Give me the bat. He was really good in that movie, Jack Nicholson. He was playing a guy who just slowly went crazy. South Park did a parody of Shining. It was about, I think it was Stanley's dad. Stanley's dad bought a Blockbuster, and his Stanley. I like to see cats. Dogs, you have to take them outside to poop, and sometimes they want to poop when you're eating. Like yesterday, I was eating breakfast, and my breakfast was hot and ready, and I was almost into my breakfast, and that's when the dog wanted to go out to go to the bathroom. Cats, they have their own little box, you know. They have a box where they poop, you know, so you don't have to let them out. So I'd have to say dogs come in a close second to cats. Because cats don't bother you, you know, unless you have something to eat, unless they want. They say dogs have owners, cats have staff. Dogs have owners, cats have staff. I don't, but there is a cat that comes around here. It's a feral cat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That reminds me of that AC/DC song. Women to the left of me, women to the right. Oh, TNT, that's what it was. 'Cause I'm TNT, and I'll win the fight. Lock up your daughters, lock up your wife, lock up your back door and run for your life. They're from Australia. I didn't know that. That a couple of years ago, I heard that AC/DC was originated in Australia. They call them Akadaka. In Australia, they call them Akadaka. I remember Australia. Oh man, it was when I was a kid. AC/DC and Ozzy Osbourne. I'm on a highway to hell. Don't need reason, don't need rhyme, or something like that. And then there was Hell's Bells. Is a bit odd. It is a bit odd because AC/DC is electrical current. A sewing machine, I think. I think so. It's kind of yeah. It'd be interesting to do some research. Do some research into the origins of AC/DC. Bon Scott. I liked Bon Scott. He was the original lead singer, or the front man. He's got big balls, she's got big balls, but we've got the biggest balls of them all. That's very poetic. You heard that song? Some balls are held for charity and some for fancy dress, but when they're held for pleasure, they're the balls I like the best. My balls are always bouncing to the left and to the right. It's my belief that my big balls should be held every night. That has a Christmas sound to it. Jingle balls, jingle balls. So it looks like I have 4 people today. And I have a marshmallow on a stick. Always eat them one at a time. That way you don't get any on your fingers. You get none on your fingers. That's interesting. What is interesting? I notice that too. I have to re-enter sometimes. Cat. Message retracted. Message retracted. Somebody decided they weren't the song. Yeah. I think that's one of the funnier songs. It is interesting. And then there was Jailbreak. There was another song from AC/DC. Rifles, fire in. He made it out with a bullet in his back. Bon Scott had a really unique voice. That's okay. We're all human here. Some of us wear fuzzy hats. So we have 3 people today. 3 people, 5 likes. And it's almost 4 o'clock. What did I stumble upon in the way of? Are you talking about the video that I found? What did you stumble upon? That sounds like a Scooby-Doo adventure. What did Scooby-Doo stumble upon? I guess we're going to find out. I am almost done with my apple juice. Snapple. It's an apple Snapple. That and pineapple. Yes, sir. Just randomly sound your lives. Oh, you randomly found it. Well, then I think that was divine providence. OFC. What does OFC mean? So it was random. Bro got a riz? Bro got a riz. That sounds like a slang.
They're teaching me slang.
That is kind of neat. So now you can save me in your, of course, but of course. I feel like playing my jaw harp. Since I've attracted two people, all of two people, I notice people are popping in and out. We're at an hour and 11 minutes. I meant with Riz. With Riz. That's one of the ingredients. The ingredient is Riz. What they don't know is we change out their coffee with Riz. So I'm hanging on to two people, it looks like. We'll see what the final tally is. Tally. We will use our tally whacker to measure the tally. I think I'm becoming immune to marshmallows. Yesterday I had a sugar rush, and now I'm not feeling a sugar rush. I'm building an immunity to the marshmallows. I'll stop doing it when you stop laughing. I think I need to put my jacket back on. I have to equalize my temperature. I don't want to get too cold.
Oh, es muy frío aquí.
There we go. So is everyone having fun? Are we all having fun here? Put on my jacket again. Put on my nice furry liner. My fake fur jacket. There used to be this thing where they would throw red paint on you. If they saw that you had a furry hat, they'd say, "You're a killer." Yes. Yes. And you know this. I guess tonight's going to be a cold, quiet night. A silent night. A holy night. Not a creature is stirring, not even a mouse. So we got 3 people. I'm really going for a personal best here. So hopefully you'll join me for my future streams. I'll try to have a lot more going on. Most of this is just chilling out. Teaching people how to forget their worries and their woes. And listen to a little bell.
Meow. Kitty cat.
Cats and dogs. Which is better, a cat or a dog? Cats don't have to go outside to poop, as long as you keep their litter box clean. Cats are kind of... Do I still have your... Do I still have your dog? I still have my dog, yes. It's my mother's dog, but he's my friend too. Shaggy is my friend. He knows I can always be counted on. He's going to need another bath pretty soon. I'm the only one that can give him a bath, it seems. I use that flea and tick shampoo. Because I guess those... were we chilling from? Oh, from my yard. I am in my side yard, a place where they will allow me to be. Sometimes I like to go to the park. It's fun to go to the park and watch the duckies, watch the ducks and the robins. The robins land on the ground to do their foraging. Sometimes I see a hawk. Wait, seriously? Seriously, dude. Seriously, yes. I am serious. In your yard, part of my yard. I'm in a very small yard. We're kind of cramped in here. So I choose this as my background, my backdrop. Wow, everyone's disappeared. I've only got one person. It's not even 4 o'clock yet. We've done this for an hour and 16 minutes. And I still have battery power. So I guess everyone had to go. Now we got 2 people. So I'm giving a play-by-play. I'm giving like how many people. My goal is to reach at least 15 people. That'd be nice. What time is it for you? It is almost 4 o'clock. We're like 4 minutes, 4 till 4. That's what time it is here. We are in a lovely overcast. The clouds look puffy like it's going to snow any minute, even though it hardly snows here. Snow is fun to watch, especially the first snowfall. Let's see what we can do. The only thing I haven't played, what temp? Which country am I from? I'm from, oh, you're from Canada. Cool. I am from the US. I'm down below. You're from the Great White North. And what was the other question? Oh, what temp? Let me see. I think it's 40 degrees. I think it's 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me see. I have my survival whistle here. You are also from Canada. Oh, cool. So I've got some neighbors to the north. Awesome. Let me see. I've got my little whistle that has a thermometer on it. And I'm getting a notification that I don't care about. Let's see. It looks like it's 42 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius. Oh, I missed something. So it's 10 degrees Celsius here. 42 degrees, which isn't too cold, but it's a little cold. Let me see what that last message was. Okay. I didn't miss anything. 4 people and counting. People are nice. It's probably like summer. It's probably summer for you, 20 degrees Celsius. Three degrees. Wow. So, wow, that's like, is it not minus 3 degrees, but 3 degrees? What is that in Fahrenheit? Let's find out. Let's find out what 3 degrees Celsius is. 3 degrees. Wow. It doesn't really say here. It's got minus 10, minus 20, minus 30. So, 37 degrees. Wow. Let's see, 37 degrees. They say 32 degrees is water freezing. Water freezes at 32. 32 degrees is 0 degrees Celsius, which is pretty damn cold. Wow, Merry Christmas. You're getting the lower temperatures. I remember sometimes we get wind from the north and it's pretty cold. It feels very icy. Merry Christmas! A Christmas tree. Thank you. Thank you. I am way south of the border. I'm in Georgia. T-shirt. Outside yesterday? Wow. I am down south. That's right. Georgia is like the most south you can get. Georgia, Alabama, Florida. Florida is even more south than us. So yeah, we're down south. And I'm kind of glad because it gets pretty cold. And sometimes, I guess cold is when you can see your breath. If you can see your breath, you know it's cold. Can you see your breath? This is how we have fun. We got 4 people and 6 likes, which is very minuscule compared to other live streams I've seen. Sometimes people are waiting before. I've noticed that. They'll see like 10 people waiting, 100 people waiting. Me, I have to wait a while. We are an hour and 22 minutes into the show. It's worth the wait because now I've got 5 people. We'll see who will chat with us today. Random music. Composed by me. Hello. So we're talking about where we are from. I am from the U.S. I got 2 people from Canada, and we have a new joiner who is about to tell us where they're from. Yesterday I had 2 people from the Netherlands. I think the day before it was from the UK. All right. Welcome. It is probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 2100 in the UK. It's probably dark there now. Nine o'clock and all is well. 9 o'clock and all is well. Oh, 3 minutes past. Yeah, it's 3 minutes past here also. 3 minutes past 4, which is 1600. It is 1600 here. Happy Christmas. Yeah, it's Christmas. We're in the Christmas season. Christmas season. Time to get your candy apples, your candy canes, gingerbread cookies, gingerbread biscuits. Three people. Oh joy. What's my favorite kind of cookie? Mine is chocolate chip. I like the chocolate chip. And then there are those cookies that have the fruit in the center. You eat your way to the fruit center. They put the cookie and then they put like cherry sauce or something in the middle of it. Those are good. Nice little cookies. What else? What kind? Oh. Say cookie. That's right. We say cookie. Cookie like jam. That's right. Jam in the middle of a cookie. I'll tell you what my favorite donut is. The custard-filled donut. So yes, we say, my aunt says biscuit. That's right. They kind of look like biscuits. But yes, we say pants, you say trousers. Your mom's aunt says biscuit. Biscuit. We say, what is it? Another one was pants. You say pants, we say underwear. You say trousers, we say pants. And then there's bangas and mash. We call them sausage and potatoes. Yeah. Good question. What part? I had somebody from England yesterday. I think it was England. So we're down to one person already. I wonder what happened to all those others. I guess, oh, south of England. Okay. England. That's where my ancestry is from. England. I have English ancestors. So we're all getting acquainted. Thank you for joining us. Join us. Wasn't that in Evil Dead? There was a movie, Evil Dead. Join us. Wow, it's getting... We're about to find out. Are you in Ontario? Oh, south. Okay. Alberta. Okay. And you? I'm getting to learn things. The capital. So, I know Tom Green is from Ottawa. And then, fun fact, an American chocolate to make kids vomit. Banned for most other, yeah. It's amazing, the fun facts. So, we are outside. I am outside. You probably are nestled all snug in front of your computers. From Ottawa. All right. So you come from royalty. You come from celebrity. Nice. It's fun watching you each talk to each other. It's a conversation. We're having a conversation. So now we're down to two people. It is after 4 o'clock. I'm going for a personal best here. I think I have a cat stalking me. I hear some rustling back there. Back in our wooded area. So I'm left with 6 likes. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sounds like an exercise. So there's possibly 3 people. It wasn't a kiss. It wants a kiss. Oh, the cat wants a kiss? Or an oat on the head. Pat, not an oat. Yes. I don't know. If she gets close enough, maybe. I can hear her rustling around back there. I'm being snuck up on by a cat. A kitty cat. I'd like to get a GoPro and go on a hike. That'd be kind of fun. Have you ever seen those videos where they put a GoPro on a cat and watch where the cat goes? I've seen those videos. They mount a camera on a cat somehow, or a dog even, Dogs sometimes run into raccoons. What's scary is the mountain lions. One guy was being stalked by a mountain lion. I know, isn't that fun to watch? What does it look like? Oh, there she is. Francesca! There's our kitty cat. She's just walking by. Hold on. There she is. Oh, with birds. Cool. I think I often call her. Yeah. There's the kitty cat. She's chilling with us. Oh, she's keeping watch. She's our guardian cat. She's one of my familiars. She's just chilling. She's having a good time. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hi, Francesca. Bless you. Bless you. There we go. We called it the kitty cam. We've got the kitty cam. We'll see what we can do. We'll see how long she hangs out. She must have some fleas. There we go. Kitty, 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 kitty. Yeah. Yes, it is. It's got a lot of water damage. There we go. Now you've seen Francesca. She doesn't want to fidget with us today. There we go. I like that feature. You could look away or you could look at me. I bet you if I had some tuna fish, she'd come by. There was one time when she let me pet her or let me stroke her fur. But now she's just chilling. There are quite a few kitty cats around here, but that's my favorite one. I call her Francesca. She's my kitty cat. It is. It's an awesome cat. She was featured in one of my Halloween shorts. I made a Halloween short. She was standing at the end of a car, or at the bottom part of the car. A vehicle. She almost let me pet her that day. We'll see how close she gets to us each time we have a live stream. We'll see how close. I'll have to get some little cat treats. See what we can do about that. That's a good way to get a cat to be friends with you. Feed it. I gave her some tuna fish a couple of days ago. Tuna? A bit of tuna? I'll have to show you the dog. He's called a Bouchon Dotson. He kind of looks like a Dotson and a poodle. He looks like a poodle more than anything. When he gets groomed, he looks like a poodle. And then when he grows his hair out, he looks like a shaggy dog. That's another thing. Shag means something different. We say, oh, that's a shaggy dog or a shaggy carpet. But shaggy, how old is he? I think he's 15 years old, 14 or 15 years old. His name is Shaggy. Zoinks! His name is Shaggy. Because of his appearance. He has a shaggy appearance. And he's a smart dog. He doesn't do a lot of dumb dog things. Like run away and have you chase him. A lot of times he goes right into the house. Whenever he gets outside, whenever we say, Shaggy, get in the house, he'll run into the house. He lets me know when he has to go outside. So I guess people are popping in by accident. I see my register here change. So I trust there's probably at least 2 people. Some people say, I think since it was a baby, my mother had him since he was a baby. He was born right in our living room. That's what I remember. My mom was saying that Shaggy was born in our living room, which is kind of neat because we kept Shaggy and gave away all the other puppies, and Shaggy's been ours ever since. I guess that's how it starts for most. They raise them from a puppy dog, and then they become a full adult, an adult. I guess everybody, most people are animal people. I think Francesca's teasing me. She's off in the distance there. Yes, we do. We are a team. We stick together because we have. I have her and she has me. So I guess it's nice to live with family. For a long time, I lived by myself. I lived all alone in California, and then you like that? Well, thank you. I guess we're the remainder of our immediate family. My two brothers live at least a half an hour away. My youngest brother lives like 3 hours away. So we talk on the phone from time to time. So we have all of our immediate family are here in Georgia. Like I said, one of my aunties lives in Alabama, which is also very south. It's on the same latitude as Texas. So we're one of the southern states. So we are rebels. We're not Yankees, we're rebels. That's how they talked back then. Watch out for them Yankees. That was the 1800s. The 1860s was when the Civil War happened. And then there was the 1900s, right before the turn of the century. I could hear birds chirping. I like that. Tweety, 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 tweety. There's lots of cars out here. I can hear all the automobiles. The noisier, the better, I guess. So what time is it now? It's like 4:15. Look. Oh, the harpy eagle. The harpy eagle is yes. The harpy. Have you ever seen a harpy eagle? It's the biggest eagle. I think it's the biggest eagle, and it has these horns on it. I guess the and when it's flying, the horns fold down. I guess for aerodynamics, they are huge. They have a very powerful talons. I'd have to say that. Another one is the owl. I like owls. Woo, woo. They make no noise when they're flying. The owls. I've learned how to make an owl sound. Sometimes at night I'll hear that sound. I will hear owls at night. It's pretty loud too. Like usually it's around 11 o'clock or 2300. That's when I'll hear owls. I remember the first time I heard an owl, it scared me. I didn't know what that sound was. It was like a scream kind of. Another one to hear is the mountain lion. The mountain lion has a scream. It sounds like a woman screaming. The mountain, and then porcupines. I've seen a porcupine. Those are really dangerous. They don't shoot their quills. They kind of come after you They stab you with their quills. Porcupine. I remember one time we had to stop our car. We had to stop our car and wait for a porcupine to cross the street. It was the first time I saw a porcupine. Those things are big. They're a lot bigger than you'd expect. And it makes an interesting sound too. They kind of waddle. They waddle when they walk. I used to see porcupines in California. They're big, black and white, and skunks too. I saw a skunk one time. I had my patio door open. I was laying by my patio door, and it was like, I think it was 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. You've never seen a porcupine? Not up close? I'm just glad I didn't irritate that skunk. It was right on my back porch. I remember that. I had the screen door open, and a skunk was right on my back porch. And it was like, uh-oh, I better be quiet. They say dogs get sprayed because when a skunk is agitated, they lift up their tail, and to a dog, that's an invitation. That's why dogs get sprayed a lot by skunks, because the dog thinks, "Oh, come sniff me," and then the skunk just says, "I've had it," and then they're able to spray in directions, from what I hear. They can aim their stink. Yes. So what creatures have you seen? Have you seen any raccoons, or deer? I've seen deer around here. I haven't seen many deer being hit though. Deer always seem to run out in front of your car when you're driving down a freeway. One of those country roads, a deer always seems to jump at the right time and destroy cars that way. So I guess that's what it is right now. Oh, coyotes, yeah. I used to in California, whenever I saw wild turkeys. Oh wow, bobcats. They look like regular cats except for those pointy ears. They have like pointy ears. Bobcats probably give a scary sound too. I think bobcats are quiet for the most part. They're most like solitary hunters. I remember coyotes would follow us. When I'd go hiking, I'd see coyotes following me. They would kind of peek their heads out. I had one follow ahead of me. That was what was weird. I was walking on a trail, and this coyote was kind of trotting in front of me. And then one time I was at a park. It was called Discovery Park, and it was a coyote. I thought it was a dog, but then I watched it for a while, and it was a coyote walking along the clearing I was in. Oh yes. One stopped and stared at us for a while. Some friends of mine were next to the river. Yeah. Probably because there's chickens. There might be chickens. When I'd see wild turkey, I'd see a lot of wild turkey running around, and the coyotes were always nearby. I'd see turkeys, and then I'd see coyotes. They probably go after the slow ones. Coyotes! It's amazing how much they look like domesticated dogs. But dogs always stop and sniff in different areas. But coyotes, they'll walk in a straight line. That's what I noticed. They look like small wolves just about. Yeah. Especially if you have livestock. Coyotes can tear up chickens. Coyotes and rabbits. If you got rabbits, I'm pretty sure coyotes like rabbits. Any kind of livestock you're keeping that's small enough for a coyote to eat. I wonder why they don't go after rats. On farms there are a lot of rat infestations. And they use these weasels. They use weasels to go after rats. I've seen videos of that. I think in Ireland there was like a farm that had some people were hired to get rid of the rats, and they brought weasels, and the weasels were really good at getting rats, and they would just kill them and line them up. I guess they got paid for however many rats they killed. And then I see people using pellet guns. They use like pellet rifles, and they'll have night vision goggles or a night vision camera. They say it's always cool because they have scopes and everything. It's like they're assassins. They're rat assassins. Somebody's using a blower. Sometimes they're battery operated blowers and sometimes they're gas operated blowers. Looks like the wind is picking up here. I know. Wherever they're always looking for some, I'm pretty sure. And then I hear stories about moose. Mooses, you don't want to feed a moose because a person might think they're not going to be fed and they get mad if they're not being fed. They say a moose can rival a grizzly bear. I think it was yesterday I was talking about that. The list of creatures that could go toe-to-toe with a grizzly bear. They said a hippopotamus was one of them. And also a bison. They said a bison. They are, yeah. And they're not to be messed with either. Do not mess with a moose. They basically just stay away from them. If you see a moose, you got to keep your distance. I don't know if they're aggressive. I mean, like they won't come after you, but if you come into their territory, I know. It's weird when you see them up close, you know. If you see them on TV, they don't look very big. But when you see them in person, they're pretty large. And they're vegans or vegetarian. They're not carnivorous. Carnivorous. Which is good. Could you imagine a carnivorous moose with big teeth? Big gnashing teeth. I heard Napoleon Bonaparte was attacked by rabbits one time. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds funny. There's construction. Sounds like a construction site. I guess they have to make sure people know that a truck is backing up so they don't get run over by the truck. That's pretty loud. You almost have to have earphones or earmuffs to muffle that sound. Ooh, the wind is picking up. I wonder if it's going to snow tonight. I think every 4 years, 3 to 4 years, we get snowfall here. Because we're so close to the equator. In Alaska, there's yes. Like I say, you know, when you're watching stuff on television, you don't think about the scale, because sometimes they don't have a person standing next to the animal. So it's like, you don't know really the scale until you're right up next to it. Like lions, you know, or tigers, Bengal tigers. And then there's the Siberian. I think the Siberian tiger is the biggest. Siberian tigers are really smart too. They hold grudges. One guy was messed with a tiger kill one time in Russia, and the tiger stalked him. Oh yeah, that's a good scale, you know, because you know how big an average car is. I saw a snake. I think it was an anaconda that was wrapped around a Jeep. That was quite impressive. It was a big anaconda, and it was coiled around a Jeep, a white Jeep. Then there's the alligators. Saltwater crocodiles are pretty big also. They have a taste for human flesh. Saltwater crocodiles and alligators. Oh, I'm going to have to go in. It's starting to rain. I don't want to be out here in the rain. I will be at this tomorrow probably. Tomorrow or Monday. So nice talking with you all. I got to hurry up and get inside.